Hi friends. Hi friends. Welcome to Sociodemic. Friends, Sociodemic channel is exclusively dedicated to preparation of UGC NET paper 1. Friends, today we are going to discuss some of the important questions from chapter 2, that is research aptitude. In that research aptitude, very important topic is sampling. What are the types of sampling? Friends, first of all, what is sampling? Friends, sampling means picking up of some of the respondents from the people. Friends, while doing research, there is a need to take the opinions of the people. So it is impossible to take the opinion of all the people. So we may pick some of the people. For example, this is the whole population, total population. So we may pick some, one, two, three, 4. Likewise, this picking of population from the entire population is called sampling. So why we need sampling? It is impossible to take the opinions of the all the population. So to limit that, you may take the opinions of some of the people, not all the peoples of opinion. So we take selectively. So, on what basis, on which type, how many numbers, these are all depends on the types of samplings. So, broadly, sampling is two types. One is probability sampling, and another one is non probability sampling. Non probability sampling. So, here is the first question. Which of the following sampling methods ensure that every member of the population has an equal chance of being selected? Friends, this is which of the following sampling method ensure every member of the population has an equal chance of being selected. Equal chance of being selected. We don't know whom to select, but we select randomly. This is called simple random sampling. Equal number of being selected. We don't know. Say simply we pick this one or this one or this one. There is no formula. There is no procedure. Nothing. We just simply randomly pick the person. That is called simple random sampling. Okay. Next, consider the following statement about sampling techniques. Stratified sampling divides population into homogeneous subgroups. Clustered sampling divides the population into heterogeneous subgroups. Friends, what is homogeneous? What is heterogeneous? These are the keywords to derive the answer. Stratified sampling divides the population into homogeneous subgroup. For example, this is the whole population. See, whole population has males and females, and kids, elders, and youngers, all are there. So male female, in that male female also, children are there, elders are there, young youth are there. So two stratified means divide. See, for example, these are the children, these are the elder people, These are the younger people. So stratified sampling divides the population into homogeneous subgroup. This is the whole group, and these are the homogeneous. Homogeneous means similar characteristics. Homogeneous subgroup. So these are the children, these are the elders, these are the youth, young people. So stratified sampling divides the population into homogeneous subgroup. Correct. Next, clustered sampling divides the population into heterogeneous subgroup. What is meant by heterogeneous? In homogeneous, these are the kids. Kids means, for example, we have given a definition that 0 to 18 years considered as kids. For example, that is not a right definition, but 0 to 18 years are defined as kids. So this is a homogeneous subgroup. Clustered sampling divides the population in heterogeneous. See, heterogeneous means different people. There is no same characteristics. For example, in this youth are there, elder are there, so everybody is there. That is called heterogeneous group. See, this whole population is a heterogeneous group. So clustered sampling divides the population into heterogeneous group is a wrong answer. Why? Because already the population is divided as in heterogeneous groups. So the clustered sampling is not divided the heterogeneous subgroups. Only stratified sampling is divides the homogeneous subgroup. Clustered sampling means by default, naturally, the group is already divided by heterogeneous groups. So clustered sampling select these heterogeneous groups. That is called clustered sampling. For example, in this whole population, so these people are living in riverside. For example, these people are living in villages. For example, these people are living in cities. So the cluster sampling select these riverside people, or cluster sampling select these city dwellers. So take the opinion. That is called cluster sampling. It itself can't divide the heterogeneous subgroup. So that is the wrong option. So answer is only one. Stanford sampling uses homogeneous subgroup, while cluster sampling uses naturally heterogeneous, friends. Naturally heterogeneous. It can't divide. It is by default, naturally, it is a heterogeneous. Next question. A systematic sampling, the first element is randomly selected and the rest follows fixed interval. So, what is systematic sampling, friends? Systematic sampling is nothing but, see, this is the population. So, first, the systematic sampling, the first element is randomly selected. For example, we select this one. From here onwards, we have to select, for example, it's a formula. For example, from this onwards, we have to select this is called n. We have to select n plus 3 element. N plus 3 element. So 1 2 3, we have to select this one. 1 2 3, we have to select this one. So in that way it is keep on going. That is called systematics. There is a system. Systematic sampling is called, the first element is selected randomly, and later on we have to follow some system formula, that is called systematic sampling. The rest follow fixed interval. This is a fixed interval from n plus 3, n plus 6, n plus 9. So every time we have to add 3. That is called systematic sampling. This method reason this method ensures complete randomness like simple random sampling. No. Why? It is not a complete randomness. Only first one we have to select the randomly and later on follow some system. There is no complete randomness. Understand? Say here from here onwards we have to we are following the some system, that is n plus 3, n plus 6, n plus 9. So everywhere we are adding plus 3. So that is called systematic sampling. So here answer is A is true, R is false. Why? Because the method ensures complete. No, here there is no complete randomness. Okay, friends. Next question. Fourth question. Which sampling technique is most appropriate when population is highly dispersed geographically? For example, so this is the whole population. Here some population is there, here some population is this population is distributed geographically, dispersed somewhere. All the population is not in a single particular place, so dispersed geographically. So in that case we may follow the clustered sampling. Cluster, already there is a cluster, we may select this cluster, we may select this cluster, we may select this cluster, we may omit this one maybe. It depends on the research objective, it depends. So already it is divided in a clusters, so we may pick this cluster, number 1 cluster, this is number 2 cluster, this is number 3 cluster. That is called cluster sampling. What is convenience sampling? Friends, convenience sampling is there is no division, there is no cluster. Whoever is available right now to the researcher, we may take their opinions. See, we can't randomly pick, we don't do the cluster. See, there is no snowballing sampling, nothing. Convenience sampling means just whoever is available. For example, you are studying in a university, you want to take the feedback of the faculty position of that particular university. So you may fix one date. Whoever students is available on that particular date, we take the opinion on particular student, not all the students of that university. You are just simply taking opinion of whoever attended on that particular day. That is called convenience sampling. We are omitting those who are absent. So which sampling technique? Okay, purposive sampling and quota sampling. Quota sampling means, friends, here this is one cluster, this is one cluster. For example, this is cluster. So here only children is there. Here only women are there. Here only elders are there. So quota sampling means take 3 persons from children, take 3 persons from women, take 3 persons from elders. So 3, 3, 3. So we are giving equal quota to every group. That is called quota sampling. Okay, friends. The cluster sampling is a cost effective for geographically spread population. So geographically spread population has cluster sampling has a cost effective. Which of the following is a disadvantage of snowball sampling? So friends, what is snowball sampling? For example, this is the population. So this is the population is there, population. So you are taking, as a researcher, taking the opinion from this individual. This individual refers this individual. Why? Because they have some, maybe they have some similar characteristics. This individual refers this individual. So there is no autonomy to the researcher. So candidates, respondents referring the other respondent, this respondent referring this respondent. This is called snowballing effect. Snowballing, it is going big, and we are taking all the opinions. Maybe that is called snowball sampling. So in the snowball sampling, it required predefined sampling frame. What is meant by sampling frame? So here there is a population of 100 people. We may take only 10. This is called sampling frame. We may take only 10. This is called sampling frame. But in snowball sampling, there is no fixed sampling frame. Why? Because every individual, every respondent is referring the other respondent. So this may go big. So there is no fixed sampling frame. It may lead to homogeneity and research bias. Yes. Why? Because this respondent refers to this respondent because there is a relation between the same characters between these two, and this respondent refer this respondent because there is a similar characteristics between these two. Because of that, it become homogeneity, same characteristics, and researcher bias. So researcher bias means researcher assumed some characteristics. Okay, these people have a similar characteristics. Maybe these people doesn't have a these type of characters. So researcher assumes that may be true, may not be true. So that is called researcher bias. So in the snowball sampling, homogeneity and researcher bias, it is highly time consuming. No, there is no time consuming here. Why? Because everybody is referring another person. There is no time consuming process here, and expensive. No, there is no expensive. Why? Because it is going on in a chain continuously. These people are referring these people referring these people. So it is continuously going on. It cannot be used for qualitative research. It can be used for qualitative research. Okay, friends, I assume you understood all the questions. Okay, friends, that is from this video. We will meet next video. Thank you, one and all.